Hi guys, welcome to Java Express channel. So today we are going to discuss difference between static block and instance block in Java. This is very important interview question whenever you are attending any interview for the freshers mainly. Okay, this is very important topic. Today I will discuss theory and as well as practical also I will explain. Before you should know what is a class, what is a object, then only you can understand. Already in my previous session I already explained difference between class versus object. So today's session I will discuss about static block and instance block in Java. Okay, let me open a notepad file. Hope already we created in yesterday's session. Yes, this is the one yesterday we discussed. That session is already available in the YouTube. Later, before watching this video, please go through this video also. Okay, yeah. Now first let me discuss about static block. Okay, here static block versus instance block. Static block versus instance block. First let me make a couple of points, then I will discuss about the practical. Now first we'll discuss about the static block. Okay, now why we need a static block in Java? Basically, static block can be used. I can say that static block can be used for initializing static variables inside your class. If you define any variable, those variables if you want to initialize, we can use for the static block. Not only initializing the variables, if you want to write any database connection logic, if you want to load any libraries, those type of logic you can write it inside your static block. Initializing static variables, not only the variables, even you can calling any static method in Java. Any static method, you can call any type of static methods also inside your static block you can perform. Then what is the syntax? If you take now second point, syntax. Okay, what is the syntax? If you want to define a static, you know very well about what is a class. How to define a class means you can take a class. If you take any student is my class. Now inside a student I have a student method. Inside method, now you need to define this static block outside of your main method. You know very well about a main method also. Public static void main. Okay, here this is a arguments. This is a string arguments. This is your main method. Inside this class, you need to define your static block. Very simple syntax. Just you need to use the static keyword. That's it. Curly bracket open and curly bracket close. So this is nothing but your static block. Here, am I defining any variable? Means as of now I'm not defining any variable. Just to print out. Here you can write. Just here you can write the print the SOP statement, whether this particular block is executing or not. This is the second point. Now another point. Okay, these static blocks, okay, when it will be executed. Okay, static blocks are executed automatically. Who will execute this static blocks means automatically by JVM. When means whenever you are loading the class into the JVM will automatically execute your static blocks. That means when class is loaded in Java, whenever Java program is loading, these static blocks are executed automatically by the JVM. To define this static block, you need to define a static block. Okay, we need to use static keyword. This is a kind of a keywords also. When I discuss about the keywords, okay, this is one of the keyword. Static is a keyword. Okay, hope. Okay, now how many number of static blocks I can define? If you ask this question, okay, we can define any number of static blocks, and it will execute. How it will be execute? From top to bottom. This point is very, very important. In this way, you can create any number of static blocks. In this way, you can write it. Okay, if you write, that means whenever class is loading from top to bottom, these static blocks will execute by the JVM. So this is the concept of the static block. If you know the static block, instance block is very easy. Okay, now first let me execute the static block, then I will go for the instance block. Now what I can do, in my local system there is some Java issue is there, so I am running these programs via Eclipse. Okay, now already in my system there is Eclipse is available. In your system, if you want to run the Java programs, either you can download the Eclipse from the website. I can help you. How to download means, here just go there, Eclipse download. Okay, when you type Eclipse download, this is the official website. Just click on here. Okay, now it will be navigate to this version. See, install your favorite desktop. Click on download here, and here you can click on download. So see, the software is downloaded into your system. Now you are very well expert to install a software. Just you can install this particular .exe file. Once you installation completed, wherever this software is available, inside the Eclipse folder, you have this icon. For the first time, it may take some time, maybe a 10 minutes or 15 minutes of time for the first time. Just you can open this Eclipse. After opening, now you need to create a workspace. How we created in the previous session one interview folder. In the same way, even you need to create a folder. Now here, to run any Java program, you need to create a project. In the real time, you will use the IDE. This is a kind of a environment setup. Here, click on File, New. There is a kind of a Java project. If you are not able to see here, in my case, I'm not able to see Java project here. Now what I can do, click on Other. Here, just type Java project. Now see, you are able to see Java project is available. Click on Next. Here, you can provide any project name. Let me choose 00- okay, Java programs. Just I've given this is my project name. After you are providing the project name, here it will be asked the execution environment. Now I want to use Java 8. In your system 1.8 or 1.11, based on your Java version, you can choose this particular Java 1.8. Now next, okay, it will take some time, and then just you can click on the finish. Now here click no. Okay, now see, your Java project is created. Now here, this is your Java project. Here you have SRC. By default, SRC folder is available. Here you can create your class. Now here I am creating a class. See here, this is your project. Inside the SRC, click on right click, new, and here you can able to see there is a class is available. Click on the class. Okay, now for example, now let me make it as a student. I'm taking one student as my class. Okay, and click on finish. Now hope you know it is very auto generated. Now see, this is your class. Okay, now inside this class you need a main method. Let me write the main method. Public static void main string args. If the font size is low, what you can do, click on the Windows preferences, and there is a general option here, appearance, and here there is a colors and fonts. Choose it here. Under this there is a basic. Here if you go down here, there is a text font. Okay, it's a very long step, but this is a one time. Let me make it to 18. Apply, and close. See, hope you can able to see the screen. Yes. Now here string array. Now here you can take the args. Now you know very well about how to create a class. This is a class. If you want to create an object, you know how to create an object. Now here I want to define a static block. Now this is the static block. That's it. Here you can define any number of static blocks in Java. Now in this way, you can create your static blocks. Now here, see here, system.out.println. Now here, let me write the point, system.out.println. Here you can write static block 1 executed. Just to know whether this block is executed or not. Now same, copy and paste it. 2. Okay, here I am not creating any object for the student. Just simply I am running. In the main method, I don't have any logic to call your student. Just I am running here. See here, right click, how to run this application. Here, anywhere, right click, there is a run option is available. Here, run Java application. When you run here, in the console, you can able to see the output. See, static block 1 executed, static block 2 executed. So this is the concept of your static block. Let me go point. See, static block can be used for the initializing. This is our syntax, and it is executed by the JVM. And to define the static block, we are using static keyword and any number. In my case, I defined 2 static blocks, so it will execute from top to bottom. So this is the concept of your static block. Now let me define about the instance block. Okay, let me explain about the instance block. In the same way, okay, this instance block, okay, can be used for initializing, okay, initializing instance variables, or we can call as a non-static variables also. Okay, and even you can call any non-static methods also we can call. This is the first point. Now what is the syntax? Now you know the syntax. Okay, to define an instance block, there is no keyword, just a curly bracket open and a curly bracket close. Only this is nothing but a instance block or initialization block. We can call as a initialization block. Let me make a point. We can make it as a initialization block. Okay. Hope you are clear about LI. There is a spelling mistake. Initialization block. Okay. Now this third point. Now when it will be execute the instance block. Okay. Instance block executes. When it will be execute, instance block executes only when object is created. Okay. Here in the static block, it is executed automatically by JVM whenever class is loading, but instance block is executes only when object is created. Okay. Now fourth point. Now a couple of points here. No keyword is required to define instance block. Okay, to define an instance block, we should not use any keyword. So that's why, okay, here if you see curly bracket open and curly bracket close, that's it. And another point, last point, these instance block executes after static blocks in Java. That means before running the instance block, first static blocks will be executed and then instance block will be executed. I will be show you the example, but here also you can take another point here, guys. Here static blocks executes before instance block in Java. This is the difference, static block versus instance block. I will be show you a small example. Just have a look here. Now here I'm taking as a student. Now have a look here. Now I'm taking as another class. Here instance block demo. Just I'm taking some kind of a here. Even you no need to write the main method. Choose it to here. See main method. Finish it to here. Okay. Now to define your instance block, just open and close. That's it. This is nothing but instance. Here I am writing some kind of a instance block 1 executed. That's it. Okay. Now If I run this application, okay, as per our discussion, see, there is no output. But here, what I discussed here, see, instance block execute only when object is created. Now, let me create the object. How to create a object? Instance block demo, or you can take obj1 equals to new object. If you don't know how to create object, just please go through my previous video. Okay, here just I created the object. Now right click, run as Java application. See, instance block 1 is executed. Now copy, let me run your student. See here two static blocks, one instance block. If I run this application, run as Java application. See, instance block is not executed. If you create student object, student s1 equal to new student, then only it will be execute your instance block. See here, run as Java application. See, suppose you are created 5 objects, then in that case 5 times it will be executed. See here, now I am creating a different references 4 and 5. Now if you observe here, it will be execute only once, but it will be execute whenever you are creating the object. Now right click, run as Java application. See here, maybe you can observe the output. See, this is only one time, but whenever you are creating the memory, instance block will be executed. So this is the differences between the static block versus instance block. Please practice these programs. If you are facing any issue, please comment in the video. I will be try to resolve your issue. Thank you guys.